Morning, peeps. Yesterday I made a bunch of clips. I installed a window. I made a bunch of clips and I was going to make a video using those clips. And it felt right when I was making the clips. But then when I got to editing, it just didn't feel right. So I woke up this morning thinking about it again and I hit the delete button. It wasn't that I was doing a bad job. It just, I don't know, it really wasn't good footage. I didn't have the tripod sit where I needed it, and I couldn't really move the tripod around, the camera around much. So anyway, there was that. So now I'm just here and wanting to make a video and really don't have anything to make a video about. But I really want to make a video. So I'm putting up the hay. And here in a minute, I'm going to start a bonfire. Try cleaning some crap out of the yard. Plus, I want to get some of this firewood under the shelter. Been sitting out here too long now. So, I got a lot of it cut up. There's still some that needs to be cut up. But there's a bunch of it that needs to be put up. And if I can get this done, I might be able to take the trailer back there and load it up with scrap metal. So, I got something to do. It's just, I don't know if I'll make much of a video about it. Well, the hay's put up now. Not young as I used to be. 10 bales of hay wore me out. I got a gate up here I can't use because the broiler chickens used to be right there. And I ain't got that pen taken down yet. So I can't get through the gate. But we was reading a magazine. Backwoods magazine, I think it was, a sustainable homestead, something. Backwoods magazine, it puts the magazine out. Anyway, there was an article in there. And that lady used, or those people used, a trampoline frame like this one here that you really can't see. Down in here. But back in here, this is a trampoline frame. And they used it as a trellis. It's a big arch. And so, that's what me and the missus want to do is we want to take it apart, move it over there, put it together for a arch for watermelons and possibly pumpkins. Put one on either end of the arch. Yeah, that's kind of what we was thinking. So, anyway. Now it's on to other projects, but I'm going to find me a stopping point for a minute, take a break. But I do need to get this taken down, cleaned up. Got all this hardware cloth and, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. Alright, so I got to go through here, pick out the metal, and clean this up a little bit. This, got a whole bunch of stuff where I took out the floor of the living room and they get it all cleaned up. But I'll go through here and pick this metal up. And I had some metal over here. Some barbed wire. Was intending to use it for crafts and stuff, but I'm just not getting projects done as quick as I want to. And I know just as sure as I let this stay somewhere, it's going to get covered up with weeds, just like it is now. And it's just going to become useless. So, I'm going to end up taking that to scrap. I burnt this to take the tension out of it. So, I may actually keep that, but I need to get them big chunks of steel off of it. I still got this pin to take down. But I gotta try to work on getting this burn pit cleaned up so I can burn some trash. But I also have down through there, I got a water heater down there, the old bed frame out of a sleeper sofa, and I got firewood to pick up. But eventually, I would like to be able to bring that trailer in here and grab the scrap metal, which includes that water heater, which I got to cut the top out of. All right, let's see what I'm going to get done here. Okay, so I've cleaned it up a little bit out here, picked up a little bit of metal, even pulled a couple weeds that Jack Frost gave to me. Not many, but a few. What I'll do is I'll take the stuff I'm wanting to burn and set it on top of that. And so whatever didn't burn in that, whatever don't burn underneath that, then I'll have to haul off. I'm going to have to get a couple burn barrels to haul this ash stuff off that ain't burning. Because it's just going to accumulate, and that's not what we want. So let me go ahead and work on getting that going now. I got to take this jacket off too. Okay, so I got this cabinet that we got. We thought we was going to use it and changed our mind and decided we wasn't going to use it. So it's headed for the burn pile. There was a piece of plywood on the back that I took off because plywood always has a use. Of course, there's other stuff in there, I guess, if you was a genuine hoarder, you could save. The cabinet you could probably save, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to save it. This was a base from probably a cash back or something, and I was going to build something with it. No, that ain't going to happen either. So I've got these two things, and they are way heavier than they would appear. So I've got a dolly. Well, if I try to stand it up on a dolly, it's going to be really awkward and difficult to do that. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to turn this dolly into a two-wheel cart, flatbed cart. Okay, a two-wheel flatbed cart. And I'm going to strap this thing to that cart, pick it up, take it out there where I want. And I'm going to set it up on a tripod to watch me. So you might hear me cussing and screaming because it didn't work, but hopefully it does work and I don't cuss and scream. Because I've done it before and it's worked before. So I need a strap, a dolly, and for the purpose of making the video, I need a tripod. Alright, here we go. Okay, so this is not going to be a real good position for seeing what I'm about to do. But I was getting ready to put that on the cart, and I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and record what I'm doing in case somebody actually wants to know that doesn't know how, hasn't thought about this. So that's what I'm doing. First thing I did was turn the cart sideways because, well, the cabinet's sideways. So they need to meet at the same spot. Here we go. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to try to light it up. I don't know how much gas I have in this little torch here, but we're going to try to light it up and see if we can't get this thing started. I got a bunch of stuff to burn, so hopefully it'll start without no problem. I did put cardboard inside the cabinet though, so that should help. Alright, well, I got lots of smoke and a little bit of fire. So, that's a sawdust cabinet. So, if it lights, it should burn pretty quick. And then that thing on top of it, that's basically sawdust too, I think. Got some Formica on it or something, but anyway. In today's modern world, there's nothing that isn't plastic. So, anyway, we got it. Hopefully, we got it started. We'll see. I'll give it a chance to catch up, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so this is a FEMA operation, or a FEMA contract. Those piles of mulch right there used to be logs, like that right there. And what they're doing is they're chipping all that, running it through a big grinder. Now, me and the missus was like, man, we need to come over and get some of this firewood. Well, I knew it was behind the fence, and that implies, trespassing issues. And, well, this is what FEMA's doing with it. They're taking all that tornado debris from this last spring, and they're grinding it up, turning it into mulch. There is some firewood potential in that, but I asked about it, and they said no, not interested in letting nobody in here. Pretty sure it's because of liability issues and stuff, but it's America, people. But they got it cleaned up and dumped here in big chunks, and they're turning it into mulch. I'm not sure if I could actually see the machine running or not, but if I do, I'll show it to you. Yeah, I ain't gonna see it. But that those big old piles of mulch, where is what this is. So, anyway, just thought I'd share that.